Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fretworks. I'm Ron Gunner, and today is an unboxing from a very generous viewer, and he wanted to remain anonymous, so I'm not going to say who it is, but he knows, unless he changes his mind, and then I will say it during the show. But let's go ahead and unbox this. And in the background, you're hearing my new music. And I don't mean music I bought. I mean, literally, my stuff I've recorded over the past 2 years is finally getting done. Oh. It's been, and I appreciate this because, sorry about that. Someone just showed the front door. I appreciate this because I'm running so low on parts to keep everybody going. Because, you know, what I do is from donated parts, I repair guitars. And, oh, whoa, a bunch of new stuff here. Hold on. All right, let's go with this one first. We got, check it out, jack plate. All right, Floyd trem blocker. All right, strings. Man, never have enough strings, so I got to do that for everybody. So that's everything that was in here. Okay. All right. Oh, looks like we got some more strings. Cool. Yeah, stuff like this, it just, for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who are new here, and just this happens to be your first one, so we got Exeter, Party Ball, some D'Addario, or I say, all right, let's go through this. Everybody says it's D'Addario. See where the apostrophe is on the D? That's D'Addario. So we got those. Some more Exeter. Cool. That is great. And again, we got the trem blocker, jack plate. What else we got here? What I do is I keep, new nut and shims. All right, and the bar. And this is a 52 millimeter bridge, Strat style bridge. New picks, cool. All right, what this does for people who can't afford a new guitar, or they can't afford to get an old guitar fixed, I do all that for free to keep the music going for people, because I gave my word 40 years ago, more than 40 years ago, that I would continue to help people. There we go, another one. Another nut, shims. Shims always come in handy. Picks, again, let's see what we got here. All right, some springs, another jack plate. Cool. That is great. Thank you so much. And when I do this, it's I do it with donated parts. So I don't charge anything for the parts. I don't charge for any of my work to do it. It's just a way to keep the music going and keep everything flowing. And people who want to learn and don't have the chance, maybe some of these parts will be on a guitar that might become the next Van Halen or the Randy Rhoads or Nuno or Dime. You know, you never know. And these are great parts. Thank you so much. And people's like, what do you need? What do you need? You want this, want that? some of the stuff I work on it's just so obscure. I take pretty much anything. New parts, old parts, it doesn't matter. Strings are always great. What happens is I never know what I'm going to get. I've had guitars, 60 from the 60s, guitars that were never heard of before, weird names, and they have funky tuners and bridges. So it ends up being, I learned quickly just to say, hey, whatever you have, because I never know what I'm going to get, and I never know what it's going to take. So this is great, brother. Thank you. And again, I'm not mentioning your name right now, but I will during the show in the chat if you want it. And always, anything helps, because like I said, you just don't know what you're going to get to work on. Because what happens is, people say, oh, I've had this guitar in a closet for 50 years and it's never been touched. Can you get it working? And so you just don't know what it's going to take to do it. So I don't turn down any parts, and the donated parts, there's no charge. I don't charge for my work on it, and I do everything. It could be, I've replaced fretboards before and truss rods. So I just never know what it is. And this stuff is like gold. So I appreciate this very much. And sorry, I am very passionate. Excuse me. I am very passionate about keeping music going for people, and all this stuff, just unbelievable. Thank you so much. I just like to keep it. I've said the story before, but I'll make a real short version. Mid 80s, in the band, we were having issues. No money for anything really, and a gentleman stepped up and covered the cost of a lot of stuff. We're talking stuff we needed for the guitars. We're talking PA equipment, everything. And when we started making money, I wanted to pay him back, and he's like, "No, I don't want a dime. All I want is for you." Well, he told it for all of us. I don't think. Well, I do know one of the other guys is doing this too, but he's like, just whatever you can do to continue to let music move forward. That's all I want for a payment. So, we're talking in the late 80s, I started doing this, just repairing stuff for people who couldn't afford it. It could be, divorced parents, either a child and a mother, a child and a father. It could be kids at foster homes. It's even been, I've given guitars to veterans who needed it. I even gave one to a homeless guy one time because he just needed people that got saved and started going to church and wanted to play in the church band but didn't have an instrument. So it doesn't matter who it is, as long as they want to learn music or learn to play and they just don't have the means to do it. That's what this stuff does. So for this, I know I don't mean to sound fake, because it's not, but I am truly grateful for this. And it just keeps everything going. And guys like you, or women like you, keep this going. And again, hey, this may be on the next Eddie Van Halen's guitar. This may be on the next Randy Rhoads or the next Dimebag. We don't know. The string, we just don't know. We don't know who's going to turn into what. So if you have parts laying around and you don't want to do anything with them or don't work with them anymore, please email me. And if you'd like to donate them, I don't care. I've people have donated whole guitars before. What I do is when I get the guitars, I go through it, fix it all up, make it right, and then I just donate the guitar out. So doesn't matter if it's guitar related. Guitar, cases, strings, parts, does not matter. They all get used. And I want to keep this short. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. Greatly appreciated.